Well, good morning, everyone. I hope that you are making it through the Vacation Bible School week that we are experiencing at the Journey. If you're not a part of that, it's going on all week. We got 2 more days, and wow, it's been a lot of fun, a lot of kids, just a great time. I want to take you to Proverbs chapter number 3, and I really want to say this, that what we're going to find in God's word is that when we walk in lockstep with the Lord, when we obey the Lord, when we consider his commands the safeguards of our lives, the Bible gives us that declaration that we will have the very best health. And that includes our mental health. Right now we're in a mental health crisis, and I think it's because there's also a elevation of disobedience in the world. There's an elevation of stress and worry and fear. And I want all of us to consider that each person can be in their best mental health when they walk with the Lord. Best physical health too. And so that doesn't mean that people won't have mental health issues that walk with the Lord. That doesn't mean that people that walk with the Lord won't be healthy. I said your best health. So whatever situation you find yourself in, your best play is to walk with the Lord, no matter what. So let me read some things to you from Proverbs 3. I'm not going to read the whole chapter. In fact, I encourage you to finish out the chapter. But let's just start with verse number 1. It says, "My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments." Listen to this: "For length of days, long life, and peace shall they add unto thee." The best peace you can enjoy is the peace you enjoy when you walk with the Lord. "Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck. Write them upon the table of thine heart. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man." We may not know all the steps, but at least we will have this understanding of what God is doing in the moment at some point. We don't always know all of it, but we're going to know our most amount. We're going to understand the circumstances the very best way when we're in obedience to the Lord. And then and also the favor that he talks about there. How many of you like to have it where you have the best possible relationships you can have with people? I love it when my relationships with people are their best. One of the most heartbreaking things for me is a relationship issue that I can't understand and I can't work through and I just can't fix. I love to see relationships mended. I love to see forgiveness prevail. I love to see love be the greatest thing that we lead with. And so these are important things, that we walk with the Lord so we can have the best understanding and the greatest favor with people. Verse number 5 says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not on thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path." Now think about that. We're going to be getting our direction from the Lord whether we perceive it or not if we're walking in obedience. We're going to have the best understanding. We're going to have the best directed paths. Verse number 7 says, "Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. It shall be," here it is, "health to thy navel." That word health, it means a cure. It's going to be a cure for your health issues. And then it goes on and it says it'll be marrow to thy bones. That means there's going to be a moisture into the very inward parts of your being are going to have their very best function. And then he goes on, "Honor the Lord with thy substance and with thy first fruits of all thine increase, and so shall thy barns be filled with plenty, and thy presses shall burst out with new wine." And so he says you want to find the best way to live, and to live in obedience to the Lord, and God will direct your paths. Walk with him in every area of life. Trust him with your resources, and he will expand them. He will enlarge them. And that doesn't mean you're going to be rich, because I think that some people think that if you give, you'll be rich and financial. God's going to take care of us when we walk with him. You want to have the best mental health. You're going to want your resources to be at their best. You're going to want your health to be at its best. If you're going to have the best overall outlook on life, you're going to want your relationships to be at their best. And God says, if you'll walk with me in my ways, I will direct your paths to the very best things, or the very best circumstances they can be in. God has a plan for our lives, and that doesn't change, but he wants us to be at the very best end of what that plan is. So walk with the Lord, and I guarantee you it's going to have each day be better.